Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and appreciate you taking the time to visit and check out my video. And it's start of season 9, the first race of the season here at Monza. And of course I am in the BMW M4, that's what I picked. I could have changed it up till I think yesterday, but I just decided to stick with it. So we'll see how it goes. I really didn't qualify the best, unfortunately. A little disappointed in that. I think it was a 147.5.
Follow car number 36.
The pole's a 146.99. And these, you know, this field is so heavily. We're missing Ponov. He's not here. He couldn't make it. But I mean, you got Chris Bourne next to me, Chris Moses in front of me, Brad Mary's over there. He switched to a Ferrari. Larson, you got Saunders up there on the pole. I mean, it's just a loaded field, let alone the people behind me, which is still fast. I mean, they're still super capable of doing really good. So this is gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight. I'm hoping that I can. It'd be nice if I could finish. Really, I mean, I need a top 5. I like to get on a podium, but even a top 5 would be good because I just got to see if we can get out of here without getting hit. And I got 2 Ferraris behind me that are very aggressive. I mean, very.
Go, go, go. Still there.
See, there he goes. I mean, he does it every time.
Still there. Right side's clear. Yellow flag.
He's got to come in there and hit you.
It's clear. Green flag. Nova. He's leading the race. Green flag in sector 1.
Yeah, Sylvan is extremely aggressive.
Green flag, you're clear. Sector 2 is clear. Flag in sector 2. And it looks like it has been hit. Sector on your left. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. What's going on, mate? Come on, get your act together. Send me the position. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Well done, Steve. Good pass. Nice front.
These guys are going to get away. setup's a little different. I'm hoping, I might have lost a teeny bit, but I'm hoping it'll gain on the consistency part. At least that's the plan anyway.
Sixth place. Pit window opens in 1 minute. Now 1.0 seconds.
Tires look good.
All right, Steve. Pit window is open. Fastest lap for last 48 and 1.4. Sector 2, yellow flag. Sector 2 is green. Okay, Steve, the next car is Mia's. It's the fastest lap of the race. Gap to Glenn's behind is increasing. It's now 6.2 seconds.
This was gonna be so hard to get around these people. They're fast. It's gonna kill me because I'm gonna lose a ton of time.
Yellow flag, sector 3. We think that it's gone off in. We have a parabolica. Sector 3 is green.
tires still look good. Whoa!
Keep it within the track limits.
I lost time. It's hard to see what you're doing when you're up. That's what's so hard when you get up on somebody.
The leader has just done a 147.88. Okay, Steve, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. To Mia's ahead is now 0.8.
Consistency.
Come on, man, send it already.
Dirty air.
Okay, Steve, there's a car exit in the pit, heads up. There's a new fastest lap for Saunders, 147.49. P6, that lap was up 147.82. Sector 3 is 0.33, off the pace.
To get around Mary's, and that's not going to be easy.
Harvey is pitting from P22. We think he'll come out just behind you.
What a race. Just wish I could get around a few people so I could see if I could catch up to some of the other faster guys, or leaders I should say, but all these guys are fast.
Shannon is pitting from P31. I think he'll come out just in front.
His three were there really good. I mean, that wasn't bad for me, and he still pulled away.
Stay close, keep the pressure on. that flag. We can see and spun off in very anti-del Rettifilio. Sector 1 is green. Is now leading. Car right. Still there. He's still there. Still there. Clear right. Good pass. Nice front.
All right. There's a battle for second up there. So maybe they battle. We can get back. We can catch up.
Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Whoa!
Stewards have warned us about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
That's too bad. That would have been a good race.
You're reeling or in. The gap is now 0.33.
You got to back off just a little bit because I can't. You don't want to go deep as you usually do because I end up hitting them.
This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P3. Still there. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Right side's clear.
All right.
Okay, Steve. Hold your nerves. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Thank you.
Incident Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yeah, Larson's like 40,
Shannon has
over
gone off
almost
in.
5
Let's
seconds
move
ahead
on.
of me.
Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag.
See what he's running.
Okay, Steve, we're matching race pace.
I'm ahead of him. Oh, dang it! Man, did I mess that up? I think I lost a little bit of air pressure too. That ain't gonna hurt anything.
Car left, clear left. You have to meters behind us now, 0.7.
Mess up there in that lap. Gave him some more time. That hurt.
Defend hard, make them work for it.
Dang, Brad's caught up to me.
Incident Sector 3, yellow flag. We think Parks and McClellan have gone off in Scary. Green flag, Sector 3.
Brad's coming on. be better than this.
5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. Your last lap time was at 1:48.
Dang, where did you get all this speed?
Okay, Steve, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
He's got great pace at the end of the stint.
He's pitting from position 10. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you. Right side. Clear right. The gap to 2 years behind is now 0.8.
Oh, I think Larson messed up. He hit
We're
the
at the
dirt.
halfway point. We think about 3 minutes of fuel remaining.
One more lap. Come in.
There's a car exiting the pit. Heads up. The leader, last, is pitting. You're in the lead. We're running on fumes, mate. Onto this lap, please, Steve.
I think I lost pressures when I hit that curb real hard, so I think they're okay. I might go up 1 on the left.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, all clear.
Right on my Delta.
One gallon remaining. Very little fuel left. In this lap. Okay, Steve, there's a car exiting the pit, heads up. Look out for the pit speed limit. Should come out into position 5, right ahead of Zimmer.
We just added 1 onto everything. Got second for the damage. How did they do that? Oh, great. I'm probably going to get drive-through. I must have hit the wrong button again. Oh, good night.
Chris, behind, is pitting.
That's what happens when you got gloves on. You're hitting buttons and you don't even know you're hitting the button. Oh, crap. Second.
You're all clear.
Yep.
Stay behind the line.
Stop and go.
You just have to stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
I wasn't even speeding.
got 3 laps to serve this penalty.
Ah! Great. Well, that killed my race. I hit the button to mess up the limiter. That's what did it. When you got so many buttons, all you do is barely touch another button and it messes you up. I mean, it's my fault, but I mean, it's all my fault. That was a perfect pit stop too until that point. I didn't even know I hit the limiter button. Must have just touched it.
That's 20 minutes to go. V3. The gap to last ahead is increasing. It's now 4.6.
I'll be lucky to finish 15th or something. Yeah, catastrophe. That's no mistake. It's the way it goes sometimes.
3.6 seconds. He's faster than you, entering Varianti della Roggia. Car right. Clear right. The leader, is pitting. Last is now in the lead. Watch your speed limit in the pits.
Yeah, that really hurts. Happens when you start messing around with stuff in the pit, changing your tire pressures and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like I thought.
Pit exit is clear. The car in front is Holmes.
See if we can get back into the top 10. I don't know. That's going to be tough. I don't even know if I can do that. I don't even know if I can get the next position. 5 seconds up. Yep. Could have been a great race. Turned out to be a total catastrophe. Not the car's fault though, just mine. So, car. I'm really happy with the car. I think it's done a great job. Setup's really good. Just note to self: don't make adjustments unless it's emergency while you're in the pits. That's so hard to do too sometimes, especially on these shorter tracks. You know, this one is no big deal. I should have done it out here on the straightaway.
Steve, the next car is Hopkins. B13.
See, I mean, even Craig is not running good. I mean, he's running lower 48s. Nothing wrong with that.
The gap to Hopkins ahead is now 4.0 seconds. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. Sector 3, match your race pace. Lap times are pretty consistent. Okay Steve, you're reeling Hopkins in, the gap is 0.5.
I run like a scalded dog now. Nice run now. It's now 1.8 seconds. Stay on it. This isn't over yet. V12.
1.8 seconds. Okay, Steve, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Go, go, go.
Your lap time was 1:47.89.
Dang it. The gap is now 1.4 seconds. Sloppy in that first chicane, just really sloppy. The timing must be off or something. Now that was way too deep.
Closes in 2 minutes.
Oh, I got a lot of work to do.
Sector 2. The window closing in 1 minute. To Hopkins behind us now, 7.8 seconds. Come on, Steve. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
line of them.
In front is now 0.6. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. This is okay. Keep those exit speeds up. The window is closed. V11. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Good move, mate. E10.
Should be 3 laps, I think.
On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Well, it's about the best we can do, I think.
8th place. Gap 2. Behind is increasing. It's now 1.9 seconds. Yellow flag in sector 3. And it looks like
Yes, sir.
just stepped it in. We have a parabolica. Sector 3 is now clear. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Okay, Steve, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I think the car is really consistent, more than I am. But really happy with its pace. It's holding it right to the end. I mean, that's a mid 47 right there, right at the end of the stint. too hard.
One more lap to go. That's the end of the race. We'll get him next time.
Yep. Just my mistake. Not the car. Congrats to Larson for winning the race. And that's what it is. I mean, it's just people that, you know, the less mistakes you make, the better chance you have. See, Saunders ran the fastest lap. Chris Moses still got back up to third. So that's pretty good for Chris after they got turned around. Chris Bourne finished fourth. Good result. Brad Marys, he was really good. I mean, he was good on the long run. I mean, he was really consistent. So, I mean, that was really good. So, unfortunately, just I think I had at least a top three for sure. I mean, I was in second. I would have. I mean, I had a top three for sure. But you know, like I said, that's just the way it goes. Just my mistake. You know, I was trying to get rid of the doing the damage and stuff like that when I was going down pit road, and I must have just barely hit the button or something. You know, you got gloves on, and this thing's got buttons all over it. So again, just you know, just a silly mistake, but it's the way it goes. So I'm still happy with the car and happy with the pace, and some good racing, very good racing. Little bumps here and there, but really a lot better than I thought. I'm glad that everything turned out all right with mostly everybody compared to what it was, you know, a week ago when we did a test race. Was pretty bad. So again, that's the way these guys are. These are really good drivers. Really, everybody is really a good driver and really has great car control and most of the time patience. I'd say for this, a lot of people. If you don't, but that's okay. You're always going to have a few people that are a little bit more aggressive. But again, we'll come back here and go over the setup. I'm going to go take a break, and then we'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back here at Monza, and what a great race. I mean, I'm not, you know, my mistake on, like I said, with the pits, but it was still a fun race. Thank you to Mario for the livery. I think it looks awesome. Did a great job with it, with the BMW. Really happy with it. And he also did a carbon fiber one for me too that I like, that I can do my testing with. I'm just fun that way. That way I don't get bored with the same livery. I can just use the carbon fiber when I'm doing setups, and then I feel it's more like a special event when you're using a livery for more of the race instead of all the time. Just weird stuff like that. It adds to the realism. But again, I just had a really good time, and congrats to Larson and Chris Moses and Brad Mary. Of course, Brad Mary finished second. Chris was third. And congrats to all them. I mean, they did a great job. That's one thing, just, keeping clean, not making mistakes. It all adds up, especially when the pace is very, very close with everybody. And it was kind of fun to see that, Larson, of course, Johan Larson was in a McLaren, and Brad was in a Ferrari, and Chris was in a Lamborghini. And I mean, it's just, of course, I was in the BMW, and you just got all these kinds of different cars, and that was kind of fun. So I enjoyed it. So let's go over the setup, and it's really important for this one area that I hope everybody is with us. Got 25.8 left front, 25.4 left rear, 26.8 right front, 26.4 right rear. Toe is negative 0.13 with the camber at negative 3.8, and on the left front, and negative 3.6 on the right front, with the caster at 12.6. And on the rear, the toe is a positive 0.05, and the camber at negative 2.8 on the left rear, and negative 2.6 on the right rear. Here, it's really pretty optimized. I really don't think there's anything else to change on this page that I've already haven't tried. I'm really happy with it. Electronics, 3, 2, and 1. And here, basically, just so you know, I do switch to 4 maybe near the end of the stint, and it really doesn't really change the performance of the car. I'm still running, you saw, near the same delta, maybe a tenth or so off, but still really close. And that's more just a normal tire wear. So again, I'm really happy with that. Fuel, of course, 55 liters. Number 1 brake pad. Mechanical, 5 on the anti-roll bar. Brake bias is 53, steering all the way down. Spring on the front's maxed out on the left front at 180,000 and the right front 165,000 with a bump stop rate of 500 and a bump stop range of 13 on the left front and 25 on the right front. And on the left rear, the spring's 150,000. And on the right rear, the spring's 135,000. On the left rear, the bump stop rate on both sides are 400, but the bump stop range is 30 on the left rear and 45 on the right rear. So again, staggered setup. And this is the important part. When I did the race the other day, you could go down one click on the front if you need a little bit more bite. So again, if the track maybe isn't as optimal, and you might run this more often because, really the conditions I was in, it doesn't get much better. Now, I did run this combination in this too, and it still wasn't too bad. But in hotter conditions, it might be better to go down a little, it's a little slicker, or the track's a little greasier. It might be better to go down one click on the wheel rates on the front on both sides. So just keep that in mind. It's very important because it does help a little bit more on the grip. Reason I did this is I don't think I lost any pace in the beginning, and at the end I think it held its pace a little bit better, and I think it helps a little bit. It might get a little bit more tire wear on the front, very little, but I mean, actually that's what I want, because the tire wear on the rear is a little bit more than the front. So again, I'm trying to speed up the wear on the front, so basically there isn't as big a difference between the two. So it's very minute though, but again, I'm just trying to do that to balance the car for also later in the stint when the fuel comes off. Anti-roll bar's 3 and the preload is 100. Everything here is really good. You can go down on the brake bias down to 52. Not really an issue, but be aware of that. I don't think it helps that much, to be honest. If you get in a braking battle, you might need to go down to 52, but to be honest, the car doesn't need help really to rotate, so it's just on your preference. Other than that, just keep in mind, like I said, with the springs, as it's very important. Shocks, on the front are 5, 1, 10, and 14, and on the rear it's 2, 1, 10, and 12. Again, all dialed in with Motec, and again, that's just to get me basically a base, and then I very fine-tune it from there, and just to help it out. And I think it's really good over the curbs, and that's actually where I was making up a lot of ground. So I think it held its own. Aero 52 on the front, 60 on the rear with a 4 wing and a 3 and a 3 in the brake ducts, and the front aero variation is a 3.8 to the positive. So again here, I think it's really good. Now, if you do change this, you can also try to go up in the wing on a 5 wing and leave everything else the same. You don't have to change anything. I mean, especially if the track is in optimal conditions, that's what I would do. I would soften the front, and then I would add a click of wing. You're going to lose like a half a mile an hour. I was very tempted to do this in the race, um, because it just gives you that little bit more. But I wanted to be able to keep up with, not get blitzed down the straightaway. So I really want every bit of speed I could. But really, it's very minute. It's not even a mile an hour. It's like a half a mile an hour, if that. So again, between a 5 wing and a 4 wing. So again, um, just a combination that you can try. If you think the car rotates too much, you can just add a click of wing and not have to touch anything else. Or if it's real slick conditions, rain, you might want to add a couple clicks of rain, 1 or 2 clicks of wing, and again, that should be it. And then the springs. But again, I think this is a really good base package to where you can consistently run, mid to higher 47s, and you can make this into a lot of other things. You can, rain event, you can, a lot of different stuff that you can do with this, or maybe a track that's green or fast, not optimum, by just a few clicks. So very good setup that's in the middle that you can adjust to your liking. So again, I hope you enjoyed the race. Great race. Sorry about my mistake, but it's just the way it goes. Still happy with where I finished. It was okay. Great, really happy with the pace of the car. Now we got to go to the next race, which is at Kyalami, and try to do something there, which I've never raced the BMW there, so that will be very interesting. And again, opposite of this track, where it's one of the slower tracks compared to this one of the faster tracks. So again, we'll have to see what happens. But we have a lot of great guys in eSENIORS that have some great pace, so it'll be very interesting. I hope you stay tuned to this season 9. I think it'll be great. And they also live stream it also. So again, I do appreciate any support. I'll put the link to this setup in the description and on my Discord, which is always free. All my setups are free. I do have a PayPal account if you want to help, support the channel that way, which again, I really would appreciate it. And again, special thanks to Joseph and Mark for their support. And again, everybody else out there for liking and subscribing. And any comments and all that would be great. I love talking to all my sim racing friends, and I hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.